Welcome to the Year 3 playoffs in our North Texas Dynasty on College Football 26. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Dynasty, where we have avenged our American Conference Championship loss from last year. We have beaten Buffalo and Tulane, lost to Boise State last year, but regardless, I am happy for the boys bringing home another conference championship, which would be enough to move us to the number 6 team in the country, where we get rewarded with playing Miami in the playoffs, round 1. Hear me out. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be in the playoffs. I'm happy to have the respect of the committee. This is our home playoff debut in the entire Dynasty. Have not had a home playoff game up to this point. Just showing y'all some standings and some records around the league. USF, I still think we should have played them, or maybe us had been kicked out instead of Buffalo in the American Conference Championship, but I'm not going to complain about it. Purdue's first year didn't do bad. Down year for Boise, Tulane, Memphis, UTSA mid as always. You had North Carolina winning the ACC, but Miami beat them in the ACC Championship. Bad year for Notre Dame. They don't do anything. Bad year for Clemson. Bad year for Pitt. We're back in the American. Oh my goodness, we've already looked at this head coach Stevie Balls. But as I was saying, for those who have not been keeping up, we played Miami to keep our season alive at Miami, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago in the Dynasty. Michigan beating Ohio State. USC also makes it into the playoffs. Oregon and Penn State. So the Big Ten definitely still holding true as the best conference so far in terms of how many teams are making the playoffs. FIU is also going to make a college football playoff appearance. That's pretty good. Pretty cool for them. MTSU not doing too bad at 7-5. Where's my Hilltoppers? Are they at the bottom? Yeah, they're 6-6 this year. Not bad. 4-4 conference record. But as I was saying, we were not supposed to beat Miami at Miami. And instead, to keep our season alive, we beat Miami in somewhat of a comeback fashion. We were down like 17-7 in the fourth quarter. We kind of got away with one. They definitely are better than us physically in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line. They probably have better skill position players than we do. But they don't have a coach that head coach Stevie Balls can play with. You know, I'm him when it comes to this college football stuff. Georgia winning the SEC, LSU right there with them. I guess Auburn is just barely going to miss. Alabama not even ranked in the top 25. Crazy year for the SEC. Vanderbilt there at the bottom. Unfortunate to see from them. I was hoping Vanderbilt would make some noise in this dynasty, but like I said, there's a team I didn't want to see again. It's Miami. Feel like we got away with one. FIU wins their Conference USA Championship. Mississippi State wins their Pac-12 Championship in our new Pac-12. San Diego State upsets in their Mountain West. You had UMass winning by 1 against Ball State. Oklahoma State wins the Big 12. You had App State winning the Sun Belt. You had Georgia winning the SEC. Obviously, we handled our business in the American Conference Championship. Upset from Miami and upset from Michigan over Ohio State as well, in a pretty big 18-point game at that one. So on the one hand, we are the home team in our home playoff debut. We got Oklahoma, FIU, North Carolina, Penn State, LSU, and Oregon to take on their respective teams in the first round. It's our home playoff debut, and we're playing a team we've already beaten. It's not like we can't beat them. We know we can beat them. We've already beaten them once. My concerns: Miami has a better roster than us. Miami is coming in with a chip on their shoulder. Miami has the revenge factor. And I'm a little worried about our sophomore quarterback, Bryce Baker, who in this spot last year, yes, we were on the road at Georgia. He didn't play phenomenal. Miami, on the other hand, as the Choppers are chasing someone outside, goodness, I might live in the ghetto, I'm not sure. But here we go. Year 3 playoffs, 3 years straight we have made the playoffs. Year 1 we went on a Cinderella run to the Final Four. Year 2 we lost in the first round at Georgia. Year 3 we're at North Texas, and I want to give these fans a home playoff win, and we got some bad blood with Miami. Let's freaking go, boys. Lock the hell in. It is officially time for year 3. Win or go home. We do have a tough schedule ahead. Ohio State is going to play the winner of this game, but we're not worried about that right now. We need to get through our first home playoff game, and then we can go neutral site and play Ohio State if we can keep our head above the sand. Starting out, Justin Marshall. This team is strong running the ball, and I want to help settle Bryce Baker down. That one doesn't go for anything, though. Easy 3rd and 9 right here. Over the middle. Drayden Dickman goes up and gets it. That was not a great decision. I thought that was well covered, but the double D, Drayden Dickman, keeps us from going 3 and out in our opening drive. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun. Baker. Devin Hyatt's got some space. Devin Hyatt slightly overthrown. He's been getting more and more involved. I'm not opposed to taking those deep shots early on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. Screen pass. Justin Marshall's got some blockers. Justin Marshall making his own way. Justin Marshall. We are quickly into Miami territory here. 2nd and 10 for Baker. QB blast goes nowhere. Gonna get stuffed at the front of the offensive line. It brings up 3rd and 9 here. Another 3rd and long for North Texas on this opening drive. Hot routes, we got that advantage. Stadium Pulse goes against Miami today. And that's gonna be the bailout of the century. Drayden Dickman gets caught, and they're gonna give us a free pass interference 1st down. Even though Baker overthrew him, I'll take it. 1st down, home field advantage already chirping. Speed option. Justin Marshall finding the legs outside. I thought he was going to get caught. But Justin Marshall finds a 15-yard gain right there. And it is 1st and 10. The offense did get bailed out, but we are moving right now. Marshall going to cut to the outside again. Here comes the juke move. Justin Marshall getting warmed up. That's a 6-yard gain, averaging 10 a carry. Baker, 3rd and 4. Can we find a way to punch this one in? Baker. Seemingly no pressure gonna hit Devin Hyatt, who's gonna find the pylon! I thought that we threw it too late. He was just gonna go out of bounds at the 1. No, he extends the football, an opening drive touchdown, and this crowd is fired up. That's what I wanted to see. This might be a shootout today. It was a more defensive matchup last time. I'm not sure what we're looking at today. Here comes Fletcher Jr. Quarterback had a pretty decent day against us last time, and that is going to be an easy 1st down up the middle. 1st down on the run right there from Wheatley. Brings up another 3rd and 6 here. Defense trying to get in their opponent's head early. Year 1, we went on a miracle run because of our defense, but that is going to be another 1st down. That one's going to be Lofton bringing it in. From the shotgun, another 3rd down opportunity. Our defense is getting them to these 3rd and shorts, and they're going to choose to run it, and we're there! We contain it! Are they going to punt? No, they're going to go for it. I don't blame them. Playoff football, play aggressive. This is a huge opportunity to get them off the field. Over the middle, wide open, out to the running back. That is going to be Wheatley again. And that's going to be an easy one for them. Moving the ball, Miami looking to tie this one up, not trying to get behind the sticks here. They do receive after halftime, which is a great advantage, and that's a good thing that was a play action, because if they handed that off, we were stopping that. But of course, that's going to be Desmond Williams who's going to get it down to 1st and goal territory. Here comes the run, I'm assuming. No. Another quick pass, and that one, thought we had pretty decent coverage on that one, but it'll be a touchdown for Lofton. And Miami ties this up. 2 first opening drives, 2 first touchdowns. This game is tied up 7-7. North Texas with the ball back, looking to defend their home field. Over the middle, wide open. Drayden Dickman's going to get us another 1st down. And that is how the 1st quarter will end. All tied up at 7. North Texas not shying away. Miami not afraid of an opposing crowd. This is shaping up to be a cinematic game. Win or go home. Y'all know the stakes. 2nd and 9. Baker having a pretty decent opening day so far, but he trails back too much. Afraid to get rid of the ball. It's 3rd and 26. Goodness gracious. Trying to convert, make some magic happen here. That was a rough one from Bryce Baker. Dropping back again, throws up a green bean, triple coverage. Devin Hyatt, you're kidding me! How did number 13 come down with that? I thought that was for sure going to be an arm punt, and instead another miracle is going to keep this drive alive. Baker trailing back would have gotten taken down at the 1. It's a 41-yard ball, and in double coverage, Devin Hyatt, who has really come alive, goes up and snags that one. Unbelievable, but we are met immediately with Justin Marshall meeting a facial to the dome. It'll bring up 3rd and long. I really want to capitalize on that catch. I don't want to punt here, so we're going to go right back to the man himself again. That's going to be Tommy Maher, who's going to bring that one in. 1st and 10. Moving the ball. We're converting on 3rd and longs, which I love to see. We had Justin Marshall. Instead, we're going to hit the double D. Drayden Dickman with a 10-yard gain. They bring up 3rd and inches here for Baker and company. Baker takes a shot up the gut, gonna wisely slide. That's an easy one. That's our version of the tush push. It works every time. 2nd and goal. Halfway through the first half, or second quarter, I guess. In goes Terrell Washington! Touchdown, Mean Green! Terrell Washington, the RB2, taking advantage of every moment he gets for his senior season. He's had a phenomenal second half of the year. 1st and 10, North Texas doing what they should. Up 7 on Miami, but they're moving the ball. We got to get some stops against this offense. Truly dynamic. 2nd and 2. From the shotgun. This is going to be Desmond Williams having a pretty solid day, but they are running the ball a lot. 2 missed tackles, 3 missed tackles. Someone take him down! Another stiff arm. Is he that much Duke Watson? Is he that much of a Sipapi Grandpapi? How are we struggling to take him down? 4 different dudes, 4 different college beer chugging dudes. And that's another big gainer for Miami, deep into North Texas territory. 14-7. 2-minute warning. We got Desmond Williams moving the ball from the shotgun. A quick strike that could have been jumped instead. It'll be another short gain. Brings up 3rd and 2 here. If we can hold them to 3, that'd be ideal. Back to the run game. Having some tough challenges stopping Duke Watson and Wheatley out of the backfield. Setting some pressure now. Less than a minute. 1st and goal. Miami does receive to start the second half, so a touchdown here would give them the overall advantage, seeing as we're both 2 for 2 on drives right now. I guess Miami's 1 for 2, seeing as this is their second drive. This one's going to go out, and that one's going nowhere. Great contain, great defense, stops the clock as well. We did not have to waste a timeout. 3rd and goal. Just hold them to 3. Hold them to 3. I can take a lead against Miami going into half. I will be totally cool with that. Fletcher over the middle is dropped. It is dropped, and that one is going to force him to take 3. That's all I wanted. And this is shaping up to look a lot like our first matchup against Miami did. And it's no good. The kick is no good, and head coach Stevie Balls is fired up. Can we get some more points before halftime? Put our foot on Miami's throat here at home. Over the middle, the double D. Drayden Dickman, or is that? No, that was Drayden Dickman. Little underthrown from Baker there. He could have gotten out of bounds. Instead, we'll use our first timeout. This time, it's a beam to the double D. Gets us in field goal range. Drayden Dickman having a monstrous game so far. And that one was huge. 1st and 10, 1 timeout, 30 seconds. Over the middle, Drayden Dickman. This takeover from number 6, trying to get us in the end zone. 3rd and goal, our last opportunity to get it in. Devin Hyatt, it's touchdown number 2. North Texas is putting on a show for these fans, and we will go into halftime up 21-7. Could be 21-10 if Miami doesn't miss a field goal, but we are outdueling them in every aspect of the game right now, especially 3rd downs. That is the biggest difference right now, why we have the lead. But Miami does receive. It's only a 2-possession game. How does Desmond Williams respond? Well, he'll start by giving it to Duke Watson, who's going to go for a 15-yard gain. Gets that one well up close to North Texas Mean Green territory. 1st and 10. Start of the 3rd. They're going to play action, little dump off to number 9. That is going to be the guy who had the touchdown earlier. I can't remember his name. 3rd and 5. Here we go from the shotgun. Defense, can you make a stand? Make them go for it again. Here comes the snap. Any day now. Play action. That's going to be instant pressure. How did he get that in there? He fit that between 4 defenders as he was hit. You got to be shitting me. Come on, man. Miami continuing to move the ball. Goodness gracious. How does that even happen? 2nd and 4. Oh my goodness. From the shotgun. They're going to hand this off. That one is going to be met. There we go. 3rd and 4. Can we hold them to another field goal? Maybe they'll actually make it this time. Williams going to take a shot to the end zone. I thought we picked it. Oh, I thought we picked it. Colin Lewis almost. He bobbles it. Instead, We will hold them to 3. This one is up and good, and I'm okay with that. We are a touchdown away from having mass momentum in this one. Baker, you're doing great. Boys, you're doing great. Come on. 11-point game. This one's going to go to Terrell Washington, who's got a hold. Terrell Washington taking advantage of every snap he gets. He's got 4 rushes for 20 yards. Justin Marshall checks back into the game. Want to run this clock as best as we can. Justin Marshall going to find the crease in between the offensive line. He gets an 8-yard gain out of that one. Why not give it to him again? Look at this lackluster run blocking coverage. Justin Marshall going to get into Miami territory. He's got 55 yards on 7 rushes. Almost like we should be running him more. But you know head coach Stevie Balls is going to play aggressive. Throw up a one-on-one. Why did I throw the one-on-one? That was triple coverage to Glenn Bell. I should have just hit the double D, Drayden Dickman. That was stupid. That was stupid. Trying to take a shot and be aggressive, getting too excited. Now here we are. Miami's a touchdown away from making this potentially a 3-point game, and we can't bring down Lewis. That's going to be a stiff arm and a half. Miami, still with plenty of time in this game, trying to make it a competition. From the shotgun, sending a blitz, sending some pressure. Can we get a sack on him? It's a screen. Not what we should have done, but good coverage there by Marshall Fabian, who is there on the coverage. Great job, number 47. 2nd and 14. Thought they were going with another screen. Instead, it'll be a drag over the middle. Brings it to 3rd and 7. We can get out of this. We can get out of this. Good job, defense. Come on. Here comes the shotgun snap again. Williams feels the pressure. Williams is going to go down. He shrugged off a tackle, but Rashad Battles is there to clean it up. That was a big one. We now have another opportunity to go get more points. Justin Marshall up the middle having a master class running the ball today. Gets us a 1st down. It would bring us to a 3rd and 6 here. Bryce Baker by himself. Over the middle. That is going to be Glenn Bell who gets his 1st reception of the day. That'll go for a big gainer. 1st and 10. Baker. Speed option is going to hit Justin Marshall. Just in time. Justin Marshall trying to find the outside just short. Is going to be 2nd and 1 here. And that is how we will end the 3rd quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 11-point lead. It is not over, but we feel good about where we are against Miami right now. We have an opportunity to put this game away here to start the 4th quarter. Come on. From the shotgun, Baker by himself. Little QB blast action just to get us closer. Here comes Baker. Baker is going to be tackled down. Gain of 5. I'm not mad at that. I will take it. Baker, 3rd and 6. Trying to punch this in the end zone. I'll take a field goal as well. Instant pressure. No! No! Baker instantly gets hit. He drops the ball. Miami returns it for 6 to start the 4th quarter. Oh my goodness, this game just got a hell of a lot more interesting. We get a touchdown there. That is an 18-point swing. Even a field goal there. We're up 14. What a play from Miami. The 2-point conversion is good. And your score is now 21-18. I can't help but feel nervous at this point. Justin Marshall goes down. We're only up 3. We have the ball, but that is 2 straight drives that have resulted in detrimental turnovers. That fumble, if Miami pulls this off, that fumble is going to be the play of the game, and we just overthrow Drayden Dickman. Come on, Bryce. Lock in, kid. 3rd and 11. Need someone to make another big play here. We're going to give it to Terrell Washington. He has done great on these screens. Terrell is going to find a block, trying to make a man miss. We got to punt it. I can't believe we're in this spot. That fumble recovery for a touchdown. That was detrimental, and Miami is just moving with it now. Still enough time. If Miami reclaims the lead, we can go for the win, but did not want to be in this spot in a win-or-go-home situation at home. Another big run from Wheatley, and that one is going to get them to 1st and 10 inside our 30. They're back in field goal range. That's my goal. Hold them to 3. Over the middle. That's going to go for another 1st down. My goodness. Williams has found his spark in the passing game. 5 minutes left here at the Mean Green Stadium. Here we go. That's a nice stick. That's a nice momentum play. J.J. Gene Lewis, the winner of 3 defensive awards this year. That one will bring up a 2nd and 12. They're going to run it again. Get there. Get there. Okay, Ray Kohler, I see you. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. We can just hold them to 3 here, guys. Just hold them to 3, and we have all the momentum. From the shotgun. He's got to trail out. He's wide open. No! I held down R3 to send pressure, and the closest guy leaves a wide open receiver. This is it. This is the season. Down 25-21. What do we got? Baker over the middle. Terrell Washington gonna get us a nice gainer to start. And up to the 40, I can kind of let this clock run a little bit. Don't want to score too fast and leave them with a bunch of time. 1st and 10. 3.5 minutes left in the game, Baker. Is this your legacy moment? Drayden Dickman. Best to get it to number 6. When in doubt, hit the double D. Baker. Less than 3 minutes left now. We are already in Miami territory. Got to feel good about where this drive is going. That's the double D again. Drayden Dickman. Ground and pound. He's got 10 catches, 141 yards. Drayden Dickman showed up to play. Here is Terrell Washington. The blocks are there. Nice job. 5-yard gain. We're going to take this to the 2-minute warning. Baker. One more play before then. Can we get a 1st down out of it? Tommy Maher. That's a big one. And that is the 2-minute warning here at home. Got to feel like a touchdown at any point of this would be okay. From the shotgun. Terrell Washington is going to find the right crease. It's going to be a gain of 7. Letting the clock run down just a little bit more. Baker by himself. 2nd and 3. Going to take the snap. Baker over the middle. Right away, it's Glenn Bell. 1st and goal. We can let this clock run just a little bit more. Less than a minute. Terrell Washington. Will he punch it in? Terrell Washington is going to get stuffed, and he gets pushed into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. It'll come down to the defense with 1 minute. We got 51 seconds. They can force overtime, but I would be okay with that. Oh my goodness. Don't want to let anything crazy happen on this kick return right here. They're going to field it from the N or the R in North Texas. He brings it out. We can crease him to the sideline. He made 2 guys miss. No! 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 How did we not get him out of bounds? You gotta be shitting me! Oh my goodness, no! The season can't end like this. No! Oh my goodness, this North Texas team. Can Drayden Dickman return the favor? Oh my goodness. We got 2 timeouts and 37 seconds to go get a touchdown. Oh my goodness. The soul has just been sucked out of the stadium. Dickman over the middle. That could have been picked. 2nd and 10. Oh my goodness. Down 4. You got to be kidding me. To put that drive together at the end. We're not in this spot. And oh, Bryce Baker just overthrown. Oh my God. We are not in this spot if Baker doesn't get hit sticked for a fumble pickup touchdown the length of the field. Like I said, that is where this game came to a halt. As Dickman gets our first catch, we got to take a timeout. He's got 151 yards. 4th and inches. 25 seconds, Baker. Over the middle, keep it easy, Devin Hyatt. We got 20 seconds and no timeouts. 20 seconds and no timeouts to go get a touchdown. From the shotgun, Baker trying to make some magic happen. Dickman's going to be our guy on the slide. Dickman can get out of bounds here. Dickman doesn't get out of bounds. Come on, bro. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. 14, 13. Snap the ball. Snap the ball. Snap the ball. Baker taking a shot. Drayden Dickman. Double D. I was hoping they'd give us pass interference. This is it, guys. This is it. The last play of year 3. Or potentially going to the next round. From the shotgun. Baker. He's pressured. He's throwing it up. Not even going to get there. Tommy Maher. I'm sick. I am sick. Head coach Stevie Balls with a 4th quarter 22-point choke. I'm just stunned. I mean, we're 2-3 in the playoffs now. So we're now the coach that can't get it done in the playoffs. We're 0-1 at home. Baker, 1 pick. That one was bad. Shouldn't have thrown it. Marshall did great. Washington did great. Drayden Dickman did great. Devin Hyatt had a good game. Oh, man. To lose on a kick return. I would rather them just fielded it and then hit us over the top. But to lose on a kick return. This is a team, maybe they would have lost to Ohio State the next round, but I would have at least liked to get there. I think this team was dangerous. I think this team could have went all the way. But that is the end of year 3. Your natty would be USC and Oklahoma. Miami would go on to lose. They would beat Miami, wow. And they would lose in the Final Four to Oklahoma. And your new national champion between Oklahoma and USC, it would be USC and Lincoln Riley. They would win 48-31. So thank you guys for watching. Devastating end of year 3. We're on to the Big 12 next season. And that's 3 straight years in the playoffs, but those first round exits, they hurt. And this one especially. Other than the game against Georgia where we went to the Final Four, this is probably the worst loss in head coach Stevie Ball's North Texas career. So, thank you guys for watching. The support has been awesome recently. And year 4, we'll be back soon. Peace.